Hello, high school basketball fans, and welcome to Crestview High School in the Ray Etzler Gymnasium, where tonight it's non-conference action. Arlington from the Blanchard Valley Conference versus Crestview from the Northwest Conference. I'm Dave Bowen, and it is my pleasure to be your play-by-play announcer. And to my right, Kelsey Beimer will be playing with the crayons as she will bring the color commentary. Arlington comes into tonight's game with a record of 11-0. Crestview is 9-3. And as we look on the floor right now here at Crestview, the 2005 Crestview State Championship softball team is being honored. This team was the first team in Crestview athletics to bring a state championship at the team level to Crestview again back in 2005. Congratulations to this group of young ladies and their coaches on their 20-year anniversary. Well, let's get back to the task at hand, Kelsey. Tonight, Arlington, under the leadership of head coach Jason Vermillion in his 27th year, who brings a record of 422 wins and 193 losses into tonight's contest, has had an outstanding first half of the season, again at 11-0, 4-0 in conference play. For the Red Devils tonight, Kelsey, what's going to take to come away with a victory?
Yeah, like you discussed, two really good teams here, but for Arlington, first off, I think they need to start fast. Crestview outscores opponents by over 100 points in the first half, so you really don't want to get behind early and have to claw it back, making things a lot more difficult for this Arlington team. And second, don't underestimate Crestview's 9-3 record. I mean, we all know 9-3 is a fantastic record, but compared to Arlington being 11-0, Crestview, their three losses are really narrow ones, and they come from really good teams in Miller City, Shawnee, and Spencerville. So definitely not a team to take lightly and will require full effort to get the win tonight.
Yeah, those three losses by Crestview by a combined 18 points, and the combined records of Shawnee, Spencerville, and Miller City, 29-3. But hey, you can't take away anything from Arlington. As we said, they're undefeated, 11-0. They are ready to go. But let's look at those Crestview Knights under the leadership of Doug Etzler in his sixth season at Crestview, 20th year overall, a record of 267 and 198. What are the keys for the Knights?
Yeah, so for Crestview, first off, I think they need to focus on good perimeter shooting. Arlington has a 6'10 player, Calvin Willow, in the post. He has 39 blocks on the season, and with those accolades, it's really going to make things difficult in the paint for Crestview. So it would be great if they can make those outside buckets. Also, watch your fouls if you're Crestview. Arlington is a great free throw shooting team. All their starters average over 60% on the line. So with both teams really averaging similar points per game, you don't want to give Arlington easy points at the line, because in the end, that could be the difference of this game, Dave.
You're exactly right. Whoever can get to the free throw line most often usually find themselves enjoying a W at the end of the night. It's Arlington. It's Crestview. It's non-conference action, Kelsey. It's what I call a fertilizer game. To use the farmer analogy, both these teams, they're going to grow tonight regardless of what happens, because it is a great non-conference encounter for these two outstanding programs. That's setting the table. We'll be back with our starting lineups and our opening tip in just a little bit. You're watching high school basketball on WOSN. Welcome back to Crestview High School in the Ray Etzler Gymnasium. We want to thank our scoreboard sponsor. Our scoreboard sponsor is Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Lima, Wapak, Delphus, and St. Mary's. Call Lee's for all your catering needs. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, where home style happens here. Let's take a look at our starting lineups. First for the visiting Arlington Red Devils, again with a record of 11-0 at the halfway mark of the season. Starting for Arlington, number one, a senior standing 6'1" tall, Jace Vermillion. He's the leading scorer for Arlington at 15.5 points per game. Number two, a 5'11" junior, Drew Metzger. Number 10, a 6'1" senior, Brady Griggs. Number 21, a 6'1" junior, Aiden Cavaney. And number 23, a 6'10 junior, Kevin Willow. Arlington starts 2 seniors and 3 juniors. And again, it's Vermillion, Metzger, Griggs, Cavaney, and Willow. For Doug Etzler's Crestview Knights, again, they bring a record of 9-3 into tonight's contest. Starting at guard, a 6-foot junior, number 0, Hayden Parrott. Number 3, a 6-foot junior guard, Braxton Leith. Number 5, a 6'3 junior forward, Liam Putman. Number 10, a 6'1 senior guard, Tommy Hefner. And the leading scorer for the Knights and the reigning NWC Player of the Year, 6'6" senior, number 33, Ren Sheets. Crestview starts 2 seniors and 3 juniors as well. And again, it's Parrott, Leith, Putman, Hefner, and Sheets. Again, I'm Dave Bowen, and Kelsey Beimer is joining me this evening. Kelsey, 2 teams again where they are having outstanding seasons. Something's got to give.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, both of these teams, when you look at it on paper, they're really evenly matched. So I think this is going to be a really great game tonight. I mean, you have Crestview last night coming off a big win against Bluffton, or Ren Sheets popped off with 27 points. Parrott had 18, and then you have Arlington, whose game versus Riverdale went into overtime. So they're maybe looking for a little bit of a bounce back after that. They did come up with the win, but don't want to let this one go that same way.
Jace Vermillion had 17 points in that game last night, 12 points for Calvin Willow. Our officials, George Mock throwing the ball up, joined by Randy Prince and Mark Heminger. Crestview gets the tip, and there is that zone. That is a rather unique 2-3 looking zone. Some unique slides to it. Crestview will have to decipher it. But when you have the 6'10 Calvin Willow under the basket, you can do some unique things with your guards. He can clean things up, and there's a turnover right away. Arlington in transition. Back out top to Brady Griggs. Nothing with the early look. They'll set their offense. On the right wing, it's Drew Metzger. Looking for Willow inside. Going to be interesting to watch the matchup with Sheets and Willow throughout the night. There's penetration by Brady Griggs. Doesn't go. Hayden Parrott with the basketball. As you said, he had 18 points last night. He's been steady Eddie, but there's another turnover. Jace Vermillion, he gets to the rack, doesn't score it. Overcooks it. Crestview in transition. Tommy Hefner looking to attack. Goes over Willow. And Tommy Hefner giving the bucket. Crestview on the board first.
Yeah, you could see on one of those prior plays there, Arlington did a good job. They took Willow and ran him out to the edge of the baseline. So that way that left an open lane for one of the players to drive in. Had a nice layup. Unfortunately, he missed it. That was really good play designed by them.
Braxton Leith picks up his first personal. Leith is the defensive stopper. That's why you see him on Jace Vermillion. He can't afford to be in foul trouble for Crestview. Vermillion gets the ball in the corner. He looks to attack on Ren Sheets. Goes to Willow. There's Leith down there. And I think Braxton Leith just picked up his second personal foul. And we're not even 2 minutes into this contest, Kelsey. That's going to be a big factor.
It absolutely is. And yeah, he looks a little bit upset. You can tell. He thought he got his hand on there for the jump ball. Apparently the ref saw a little bit something more in there and decided to call a second foul.
Yeah, and whose opinion counts?
Absolutely.
The guy in stripes.
He has a better view than us, right?
Yeah. Owen Heckler in the game. Arlington, they take it out underneath. Nothing there. Set their offense. Jace Vermillion with the ball in the corner. Hayden Parrott now on Vermillion. Willow out top. Crestview in their sticky man-to-man defense. A back cut works nicely for Arlington. Give Brady Griggs the bucket. 2-2 here in the early going.
Yeah, that was a really nice cut there by Brady Griggs. Got the pass from Calvin Willow, who was up on top of the three-point line there. Right in, easy bucket.
Yeah, it's a 2-3 zone, but the wings at the bottom really come up. Almost looks like a 4-1, if you will, for Arlington. Or a 1-3-1 with nobody at the free throw line. So I think Crestview's got to look to get the ball in the middle of this zone, either via the pass or dribble penetration. Hayden Parrott with the look from outside. He drills it. Inside action. 3-ball for Parrott. And give the assist to Liam Putman.
Yeah, you got to watch out for Hayden Parrott. I talked about their outside shooting. He's one that can knock down three, so keep an eye out for him.
Ren Sheets with the block as Jace Vermillion Very quick, gets to the basket, but the 6'6 Sheets denies him. 5-2 Crestview. Owen Heckler in the game now for Leaf. There's Putman. Sheets against Willow. Going to go right at him. And Ren Sheets scores over the big fella.
You got 6'6 Ren Sheets going up against a 6'10 Calvin Willow. He doesn't care about that 4-inch disadvantage. He went straight up and was able to get the basket.
Tommy Hefner picks up the personal. Crestview with 3 fouls in the early going. Arlington doing a great job in that zone of moving their feet. They do not have a foul on the board as of yet. Crestview switching to a 1-3-1 zone now. Coach Etzler must be a little concerned about the penetration the Knights have given up, plus the 3 fouls.
Right.
Going to try and force Arlington to shoot it from the cheap seats. There's a nice shot from the left-hander. Aiden Cavaney doesn't go, but they get the offensive rebound. Looking to attack is Brady Griggs. And in the corner, 3-ball, corner pocket, Drew Metzger.
Yeah, Drew Metzger there, fantastic shot and 3-point there. Jace Vermillion was underneath the basket, who initially pulled in that rebound that was able to give him the second chance that led to that basket. So really great job by Jace there.
Metzger picks up his 10th 3 on the season, third on the team at 31%. Owen Heckler from deep. And we got some shooting going on right now as Owen Heckler, the leading 3-point shooter for Crestview. That's his 15th 3 on the season. Down at the other end, it's a miss. Here comes Hayden Parrott, Crestview, trying to get the ball down the floor before Arlington gets their zone defense set up. There's the middle of the free throw line. Tommy Hefner takes it right at Calvin Willow, and he scores.
Yeah, Crestview's coming out here really strong. They did a good job there. A lot of times when you have a zone, what you want to do is look for the middle. They're doing a fantastic job and really attacking the bucket. It's working out for them.
And Coach Vermillion, he wants to take a timeout. Maybe it's because Crestview's perfect from the floor. 5 for 5, 3 for 3 from 2, 2 for 2 from 3. We'll take a break as well. It's high school basketball on WOSN. Our instant replay tonight is provided by Parks Power Equipment. Let us help you make your yard work a breeze. Coming out of the timeout, it's a 3-ball opposite corner pocket for Drew Metzger. Picks up his second of the game, 11th on the season. A very productive timeout for Arlington.
Absolutely. Great job finding the assist, passing it out to the 3-point line with an open Drew Metzger. 2 threes on the night. Looks like we're going to have a lot of them falling in from behind the arc.
With both teams playing some zone, you're going to get some looks. Tommy Hefner able to get to the window, can't convert. Brady Griggs brings it the other way. Goes to Metzger up top. Jace Vermillion on the right wing. Crestview trapping him there. Hefner gets a hand on it. Metzger recovers. Again, the Knights in the 1-3-1 zone now. Up 4. 2 and change left in quarter number 1. Nice look opposite by Jace Vermillion. And Trenton Haycock in the game. That one rolls around and rolls out.
Yeah, that's one that Trenton's going to be a little bit upset with. It just bounced in and out. I don't think it was anything to his fault, just an unfortunate bounce in the basket.
There's Willow. He wins that battle as Ren Sheets attacks him again, gets a hand on it. Calvin Willow averages 4 blocks a game. And on the season, Arlington leads the BVC in blocks at 5 per game. And Willow comes up empty there. Crestview in transition, Hayden Parrott. Gets rid of the ball before he travels. And Red Sheets down in the corner. Parrott into Hefner. And he's going to stop and pop from 12. Doesn't go. Give the defensive board to Brady Griggs.
I really like that from Hefner. He's not scared. He's getting right into the middle of that zone. The past couple, he's drove into the basket. That one, since they thought he was going to do it, he stopped and popped a shot. It was a little bit off, but he's doing a really great job with that zone.
Give Crestview coaching staff kudos. They're finding that open area of that zone right at the free throw line. There's a shot by Vermillion, doesn't go. Offensive rebound, Metzger doesn't go. Red Sheets comes out of there with it. Coach Etzler calling a set. Hayden Parrott brings it across the timeline. Again, working against this 2-3 zone. And we're going to have an offensive foul. That's on Liam Putman. That's his first, team's 4th. And again, Arlington playing clean basketball as far as contact is concerned. They have not committed a foul yet in this
They
contest.
sure are. And Dave, one of the keys that we talked about was Crestview keeping an eye on their fouls. They have 4 left, so the next one's going to send them to the line with a minute left here in the first quarter.
Yeah, Arlington going to be at the free throw line, but Ren Sheets with the steal. Gets to the glass, hoop in the harm. Ren Sheets with the bucket.
Yeah, that's just Ren Sheets for you. He's a powerhouse, goes right into the basket. He was defended and had a player right on him contesting the shot. It went in anyways. Great job from Ren Sheet. Really don't expect anything different from him, do you, Dave?
No, and when you have 6'6" at the top of your 1-3-1, you
Right.
can get 1 or 2 of those a game. Sheets able to effectively do it there. Nails the free throw for the three-point play the old-fashioned way. Crestview with a 7-point lead, under a minute left in quarter number 1. Big possession for the Red Devils. There's Sheets again getting a hand on it. Good job looking opposite is Arlington. And Willow is stripped. Hefner in transition. Goes to Sheets down low. They beat Arlington down the floor. Ren Sheets with another bucket.
Crestview has had an amazing first quarter here. I mean, they're taking everything that Arlington had, and they're attacking it amazingly and effectively.
Another steal right there for the Knights, and a foul in transition. And you're right, amazing, the right word. Crestview able to go up double digits, possibly on this possession with 22 seconds left. No, it's not the Kenny Loggins danger zone, Kelsey, but it's close.
It's close.
Blob, baseline out of bounds for Crestview. Stacked on the key line. They go into Sheets, but there's a nice play by Vermillion. He reads it. That's going to be a foul on Hayden Parrott, and we're going to walk down to the other end. As you said, fouls will be important. And Jace Vermillion, the 80% free throw shooter for Arlington, he's going to go to the line and shoot 2. Carey Insurance is our free throw sponsor, tonight's free throw sponsor, Carey Insurance in Grover Hill, proudly investing in our youth programs and our communities.
Yeah, like you said, we discussed Arlington being a really good free throw shooting team. Jace Vermillion tops the list, like you said, at 80%. He leads the team. So not the guy you want at the line, but
if you're Crestview. If you're Arlington, you're very, very happy.
Exactly, yeah. You want Jace there if you're Arlington. If you're Crestview, not the guy. But 20 seconds left. Hopefully they can keep the rest of this quarter under control.
Nicely done by Vermillion. As we said, 80%, 26 for 32 on the season now. Crestview going to hold it for 1. Parrott takes it to the right side. Owen Heckler at the free throw line. Now Parrott, Hefner tries to get it there, deflected down to 5. Going to have to force something up now are the Knights. Hefner from the volleyball line doesn't go, but visions of North Carolina State at the end of the first quarter. Was that Lorenzo Charles under the basket? No, it's Ren Sheets.
Wow, what a shot. That was amazing.
After 1 quarter, your score, Crestview 19, Arlington 10. It's high school basketball between the red and the white on WOSN. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Lima, Wapak, Delphus, and St. Mary's is our scoreboard sponsor for tonight's contest. Call Lee's for all your catering needs. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, where home style happens here. A fast and furious first quarter. Crestview with a 9-point lead. Looking at the stats real quick, Kelsey Beimer. Arlington was 3 for 11 from the floor. That's 27%. 2 for 5 from 3. 2 for 2 from the line. 4 boards, 4 turnovers. Crestview 73% from the floor. 8 for 11. 2 for 2 for 3. 1 for 1 from the line. 5 boards, 3 turnovers. And there's a nice play again. Against the 1-3-1, you want to look down low opposite, and Drew Metzger in the right place at the right time. He receives it, he scores it, 19-12.
Yeah, that's the one thing with Crestview's defense. They're having a lot of people open right in the block, so they're going to want to keep an eye on that. For Arlington, a lot of those haven't dropped, but I'm not going to imagine that's going to last for much longer.
Ren Sheets gets the ball after brother Will gets the rebound, and Sheets attacks Willow, not intimidated by the 6'10 junior post player. Willow picks up his first personal. She's going to the line to shoot 2, the second leading free throw shooter on this Crestview squad. That one rolls in and rolls out. He's 1 for 2 on the night.
Yep, that was an unfortunate bounce of that one.
Unfortunate bounce. And Calvin Willow, 6'10 junior post player, as Sheets picks up the second one. Last year, he was the Division III state champion in the high jump, jumping a height of 6'7". The other piece of that whole deal, he has grown 4 inches since last May. Talk about outgrowing your body a little bit, so he's got to get comfortable with that. And talking about being comfortable, Jace Vermillion nails that 3, his first of the night.
Absolutely, yeah. It looks like Arlington's starting to heat up a little bit. Jace Vermillion, only 2 points in the first quarter, which both came from the free throw line, but that 3 went straight into the bucket.
Red Sheets with the spin to the 10, and he's going to draw contact again, and Calvin Willow is going to have 2 fouls here in the first half. Coach Vermillion's got a decision to make because Red Sheets has been very aggressive in attacking the 6'10 forward.
He sure has. Yeah, they've done a really good job of keeping Calvin Willow pretty much limited. He hasn't scored any points yet this game. They've done a really good job attacking him in the post, and it looks like he's going to come out right now.
It'll be interesting to see if Coach Vermillion has him sit the entire second quarter, or if he looks to weave him back into the contest. I think a lot of it will be predicated on the score and if the deficit expands.
Right. Yep, I agree with you there.
There's a nice corner shot. Overcooks it, though, does Aiden Cavaney. And
Arlington fans aren't happy with that one. I think they thought it was a foul there, but the jump ball possession goes toward Crestview.
Tommy Hefner brings it across the timeline. Again, 2-3 zone, but with the bottom wings really high, clear up at the free throw line. I'm sure Coach Vermillion did a lot of studying of that. And Parrott passes it to Ren Sheets. He catches it in traffic as we see it on the Parks Power Equipment replay. The lob, and they're going to get it on the shot. And that foul goes on Drew Metzger. That's his first.
Yeah, what a night Ren Sheets is having so far. I mean, I can't say I'm surprised. He had 27 last night, leads his team with 15.1 points per game, and just underneath the basket, he's just being an absolute monster.
Comes up with the miss, but teammate Owen Heckler gets the offensive board. Crestview maintains possession. They have an opportunity for a 4 or 5 point possession on this trip down the floor. Tommy Hafner behind the timeline. Crestview has won 7 games in a row, and they do look much more comfortable than they did earlier in the year. But talk about being comfortable right there. Will Sheets expected contact. I think, Kelsey didn't get it. He shuffled the feet.
I think you're exactly right. Yeah, that was a good call by the ref there. He did shuffle his feet one extra time, so good call on the travel there.
But he gets a tip the other way, tips it to his brother Ren. Ren's attacking the rim, and he hits another bucket. Ren Sheets being very, very aggressive offensively.
That was the 16th point of the night already, I think, and we're not even a couple minutes into the second quarter here.
Yeah, he's putting on a show right now that, again, his teammates are feeding him the rock, and he is delivering.
They sure are. Yeah, I think Coach Etzler came in with a really good game plan for Arlington because what they're doing on offense or on defense is working really well.
Jace Vermillion, the leading scorer, penetrates again. They look opposite. Best I've ever seen a team look opposite against the 1-3-1 in a short amount of time, the window here of the first half. Arlington doing a great job, and right there they pick up a personal foul on Will Sheets. Vermillion attacks, and he drops it down to the opposite block, and that's the first foul for Crestview in the second quarter. Arlington with 3, it'll be under out of bounds for the Red Devils. A little bit of confusion right here, whether to guard Vermillion or not. Coach Etzler sneaking Braxton Leith back in the game. He's got 2 fouls. Vermillion with a look, doesn't go. Hayden Parrott with the rebound on the backside. Here comes Parrott in transition, looking to penetrate against the zone. Passes to Hefner, goes left hand, overcooks it. Willow back in the game as well. So both coaches have their players with 2 fouls in the game right now.
That was a really great pass by Hayden Parrott there. I think it even surprised Tommy Hefner a little bit. He thought he was going to go for the shot, but really great pass nonetheless.
Jace Vermillion with the offensive rebound, stick back. That cuts the lead to 9. Ren Sheets goes over to Braxton Leith. Hefner with a good look from outside. Doesn't get it. Hayden Parrott, offensive rebound. That's a tough shot right there. Mid-range jumper off an offensive rebound. Unable to connect. Arlington in transition. Crestview and Arlington both challenging the outside shooting capability by playing zone, but Vermillion able to attack the rack. Gets that one to crawl over the side of the rim. Picks up his second 2-point field goal in back-to-back possessions.
Yeah, Crestview is going to want to keep an eye on where Jason Vermillion's on the court at all times. He was wide open there in the corner for a long time. The Red Devils finally saw it and got it to him. He was able to drive to the basket. So definitely is not a guy you want to leave alone on the court.
Liam Putman needs to get out of the paint. He does. Hefner kicks it over to Parrott. Has a wide open look. Doesn't go. Willow with the rebound, contested by Ren Sheets. Nice job by Calvin Willow right there. Leads Arlington in rebounds at 8.5 per game. Another look outside for Arlington. That's Cavity. Doesn't go. And Ren Sheets clears it out. Here comes Parrott. Crestview trying to attack before Arlington gets the zone set. And Calvin Willow does a good job of getting down the floor and picks up another block.
Yeah, that's just not much you can do there when you're Hayden Parrott, unfortunately. He drives right to the basket. When a guy has 10 inches on you, kind of hard to avoid that one.
Yeah, you're exactly right there, Kelsey. Great observation. I love it. And but Coach Etzler, he's not going to be disappointed with that because, again, Crestview attacking. Liam Putman from the free throw line. He had a big 8 points last night against Bluffton. Picks up his first 2 of the night. The 1-3-1 zone again by the Knights. Back up 9. Seems like Arlington can't cut it down to like 5, and Crestview can't extend it past 9 for the most part.
Yeah, you're right. It's been a pretty even quarter so far. I mean, Arlington came out really hot. It's kind of slowed down a little bit. Things have settled down, and yeah, you're right. We're kind of gridlocked right now.
Hayden Parrott picks up his second personal. Officiating crew has been outstanding here in the first half, making it a clean game. There's a good look by Brady Griggs. Up fakes and draws contact. And if that is on who I think it is, that's on Hayden Parrott. And that is his third. And I can pretty much guarantee you he's going to sit the rest of the half.
Yep, he's already walking back toward the bench. That's an unfortunate one. Hayden Parrott's a big part of this team. He ran out to defend him, got pump faked a little bit, tried to chase him down, and just didn't get it the right way. Got the foul.
Brady Griggs good on the first one. Second leading free throw shooter for Arlington at 75%. And the free throw line is affording Arlington another opportunity, another way to fight their way back into this contest. Griggs good on both, cuts the lead to 7. Hefner with the ball up top. Crestview seems like they typically start their offense to the right.
Yep.
Will Sheets in there, Liam Putman in there. Ren Sheets not in the game right now. Again, they find that free throw area. Liam Putman just a little uncomfortable, and he has the turnover in the process. This series, last year, Crestview won 46-34, and overall, Crestview has a 14-4 advantage. Crestview has won 3 in a row and 11 of the last 12. Coach Vermillion and his squad would like to put a dent into that string of wins by the Knights. Vermillion again looking opposite, but Will Sheets there. Ren Sheets spinning and lays it over the front of the rim. Crestview again looking to attack before Arlington can get that defense set up.
What a beautiful spin move there by Ren Sheets. He even had another player off to the side. He said, no, I can take this one myself. Spin in. Easy layup there.
Jace Vermillion does a great job of using the edge of the backboard. Kisses it high off the window. Good bucket for the Red Devils. Lead back to 7. Will Sheets going to go over Willow tries to challenge him. Calvin wins that battle.
I think Coach Etzler's a little bit upset there. He thought there was a foul.
Again, Arlington probing. They have their head up all the time. Low ball position with the basketball, looking for gaps, looking for cutters, like right there. Vermillion with the ball, goes past Leaf, and Leaf just picked up his third foul. They're not letting them touch each other very much at all.
They're not. Yeah, you get some refs that are going to let you play a little bit, and other refs that are going to call really every bit of contact. And that seems like what's happening tonight, which is fine, but you just got to learn what the ref's going to do and play accordingly.
That's exactly right. You have to adjust to how the game is being called, Kelsey. And sometimes easier said than done, but this one's been called tightly. Arlington with the outside look doesn't go. Crestview in transition. Liam Putman going at Willow. Oh no, that's not Willow. That's Payne Steffen in the game now for Arlington. And as a result, Crestview's going to go to the free throw line. We see it on the replay.
Yeah, that was a great pass there. Crestview's doing a really good job of driving to the basket. That was definitely a foul there by Payne Steffen, so it's going to send Crestview to the line.
Liam Putman good on the first free throw. Hasn't been there that much this season. And he makes good on his 8th and 9th free throw of the year. Crestview back up 9 under a minute to play in quarter number 2.
Yep, both teams with 4 fouls here with 40 seconds left. We'll see if we can keep it clean.
Arlington again.
You think Arlington will hold for the last shot probably?
Yeah, down to 30 seconds. The only problem, you got to be careful with the 6'6" Ren Sheets at the top of this 1-3-1.
Right.
He deflects one. We'll have a boom shakalaka at the other end possibly. Aiden Cavity and Jace Vermillion out top. Vermillion penetrates, kicks it to his teammate. That's Drew Metzger, doesn't get it. But Arlington comes away with the offensive rebound. Down to 4. Nice look out there by Cavity right there, doesn't go. Will Sheets with the rebound, and that's going to wrap up our second quarter. 32-23 Knights as Crestview takes the halftime lead. We'll come back with some thoughts and our third quarter. You're watching high school basketball on WOSN. Welcome back to Crestview High School in the Ray Etzler Gymnasium. It's halftime. Crestview 32, Arlington 23. We want to thank our free throw sponsor, Harry Insurance in Grover Hill, proudly investing in our youth programs and our communities. Kelsey, I got to throw this in real quick. The owner of Carey Insurance, Randy Carey, he's a Crestview alum, had the privilege of coaching him way back in the early 90s. That's a couple days ago.
Yeah, just a couple.
As we look at this game, Kelsey Beimer, the halftime score shows Crestview up 9. They established that 9-point lead in the first quarter. The second quarter was a 13-13 tie.
Yep.
Adjustments. You're Coach Vermillion. What are you looking to do here in the second half?
Yeah, if I'm Coach Vermillion, overall, really just get more players involved. Crestview held them only to 3 scores in the half, and especially Calvin Willow. He hasn't had any points in the night yet. He usually averages 11.4 a game. I like to get him more involved in the second half.
You're right. Arlington comes into this contest with 3 players averaging double figures. Jace Vermillion, he's had 11 in the first half, but Calvin Willow at 11.40 in this game, and Aiden Cavity, who averages 10.60 in the first half. Drew Metzger's had a good first half with 8 points. Aiden Cavity, Calvin Willow, they need to help the cause.
Yep.
You're Coach Etzler, you got a 9-point lead. What are you telling your Chargers at halftime as you start the third quarter?
Yeah, well, first off, I think Crestview's playing really well, so I like the game plan going into this. The only thing I noticed is when you're on defense, keep an eye on your zone and leaving a spot open underneath the basket for one of the Arlington players to roam to, because they found that quite a bit. Luckily, they've missed quite a few of them, but just keep an eye on that. Don't give them so many of those easy shots right under the basket.
2 well-coached teams probing against each other's zone. As you look at the stats, Arlington 8 for 23 in the first half, 35%. 3 for 13 from 3, 4 for 4 from the line. They have 9 boards, 5 turnovers. For Crestview, 12 for 23, 52%, 2 for 5 from 3, 6 for 8 from the free throw line, 12 boards, 4 turnovers. Arlington a turnover on that first possession. Crestview going to reestablish with the offensive rebound. And there's a turnover for the Knights. That's very similar to how we started this game. Both teams had turnovers starting the third quarter the same way. Arlington with the basketball. Get the ball down to Willow. And he loses it there a little bit. I don't think it was deflected. Maybe Hefner got a hand on it, but here comes Crestview again.
Yeah, I think Ren Sheets put just enough pressure behind Calvin Willow there to maybe throw him off a little bit on a shot. Really great job by Ren Sheets to have some impact, but not enough to do a foul.
Hefner penetrates, but there's the 6'10 Willow, and same thing with Sheets, and another turnover for the Knights. Good ball movement, but then they got a little bit out of control.
Yep, like you said it perfectly. Just a little bit out of control there. They're trying to move the ball around. I think Liam Putman got a little bit off balance there right on the end line and kind of lost his pass there.
So Arlington with the basketball. And we want to thank Brad Hughes. He's given us all the stat numbers tonight. Really helps us out. Gives us a sense of what the data's showing in this basketball game. Vermillion with a look. Willow with the offensive board. Goes right at Ren Sheets. Doesn't connect. And it's going to be off of Brady Griggs' Crestview basketball.
Yeah, I think you can already tell maybe Coach Vermillion had that same discussion with Calvin Willow. You get that ball in the underneath the basket, you have a size advantage, go right back up. Worst case scenario, you get fouled, go to the line. So I would go to that more often.
Yeah, Calvin, you're a junior, he's a senior. Yeah, he's the reigning player of the NWC, but you don't need to give any quarter to him. Attack, and I agree. I bet that was a point of discussion at halftime as well for Arlington. Calvin, when you get the basketball, attack number 33. He's done so, hasn't come up with anything,
Exactly.
But you got to like the attitude right now as Ren Sheets goes right at him, and he scores over Calvin Willow, gives Sheets another bucket. He has 20 on the night right now.
Yeah, Ren just looks so confident in the post. It doesn't matter the size is advantage. He goes right in there, bodies them, gets where he wants to be, and is able to put it right off the backboard. Really impressed by Ren Sheets tonight, although I can't say I was expecting anything less of him.
Arlington with the basketball. Jace Vermillion. Good ball movement. Nice look. Inside out action. Aiden Cavity gets his first bucket at the night. It couldn't come at a better time. That inside out action. You catch the ball coming out to you from down in the paint. That's just like what you do in shooting drills a lot of the time. Makes you really comfortable. Cavity gets on the board.
Absolutely, yeah. They did a good job of passing it right into the center of the zone. Just a laser pass out, even right out to the three-point line where Cavity had an open three. And now that puts him on the board for the night, something else we talked about for the Arlington.
Liam Putman, he goes over Willow, and he scores it. Again, Putman, he had 8 points last night. He's got 6 tonight. Those are bonus points for Crestview. Putman getting comfortable as a junior. They find Willow down low, blocked by Ren Sheets. Willow gets it back, goes up again, doesn't get it. Ren Sheets clears it out. Hefner in transition. Arlington gets back into their 2-3 zone. And there's also a question, does Crestview make a decision, okay, we're going to pull you out of this. We're up 10, we're going to make you come out and guard us man-to-man, and it really sort of looks like that's what Coach Etzler is asking his team to do. See if Coach Vermillion says, hey, I know we're down 10, but I'm not opposed to letting a little bit of time go off. Hefner attacks, though. Parrott with the basketball, brings it back out top.
Yeah, I think you posed a great point there, Dave. Like, Crestview's in the driver's seat of this game right now. They don't need to force shots. There's not a shot clock in high school basketball. Take your time, assess the situation. Let's make smart shots so we can keep this lead. We don't want to have unnecessary turnovers that can lead to easy fast break points for Arlington.
Your concern as a coach, though, sometimes you slow down, you get paralysis by analysis.
That's a
they
fair
weren't
point.
doing that there, but they have the turnover. See if Arlington can cut into this 10-point deficit.
Yeah, you're right. If you take that tactic, you want to be sure that you're efficient with it and scoring points, because if not, momentum could swing the other way real fast. So it is definitely a risk. You're right.
Willow does a nice job, does his homework early as he was posting against the backside of the zone. His teammate finds him, and he gets on the board for the night here in the third quarter. So Cavity and Willow, both double-digit scores, held scoreless in the first half, are on the board here early in the third quarter. Parrott with the ball out front. Over to Hefner, down to Putman. Looks at Red Sheets at the elbow. Not there. Parrott says, okay. Like you said, that's a 10-inch deficit. Not going to shoot it over Willow. Hefner. Crestview probing. Trying to find an angle, a weakness against this zone by Arlington, but being patient. Red Sheets inside out to Hefner. Hefner doesn't handle it cleanly, can't get a shot, but he gets the ball. And there's another deflection. Arlington, Jace Vermillion across the timeline. Looking to attack the rack, goes at Red Sheets. Sheets blocks it out of bounds. We see it on the replay, Kelsey. His reaction afterwards is like, oh, he is pretty tall.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Look at this drive right into the basket. Well, when you got Red Sheets behind you, it's no promises there.
Parks Power Equipment, our replay sponsor, we thank them for their assistance and support of sports on WOSN. Arlington with the ball out top. Metzger goes down to Griggs. Griggs on the baseline, kicks it out to Cavity. There's Jace Vermillion. Arlington able to get into that zone via penetration. A good look for Metzger, doesn't go, but that's a quality look off of penetration.
Really good job by Ren Sheets, too. He's moving around with the zone, but right when that ball goes up in the air, he goes and finds Calvin Willow, body up and get a rebound.
Ren Sheets keeps his body between the ball and the defender, and he scores over Willow again, attacks him. Red Sheets with 22 points. Willow again posting against the backside of the zone, doesn't get it to go, but I love that look.
Absolutely, yeah. Arlington, you can tell they told Calvin Willow, let's get you down to the post, let's feed the ball to you. They've been successful in doing so. They just haven't been successful as much putting the ball into the basket. So good job on Crestview and pressuring them in that way.
The Knights with a couple of looks. They don't go. Willow may have gotten a block on that second attempt by Tommy Hefner. Arlington, Jace Vermillion attacks, draws contact, hoop in the horn. We see it on the Parks Power Equipment instant replay.
Yep, and one there you can see really great defense by Hayden Parrott. Lets him go around to deal with Ren Sheets, draws the foul, and one. Jace Vermillion to the free throw line.
Ren Sheets picks up his first personal of the game. Jace Vermillion at the Carry Insurance free throw line, looking to get the three-point play the old-fashioned way, and he does. Vermillion 3 for 3 from the line tonight. 7-point deficit again. Just what we've said. Arlington seems to be able to get it down to this, but they can't get it any closer.
Right.
And Crestview can't extend past 9 or 10. Hefner. Parrott. Arlington starting to extend a little bit more, attacking the dribbler. Will Sheets inside, going up against Willow, misses it. Red Sheets looks to dunk the rebound, unable to do so. And that's going to be a foul on Crestview's Will Sheets. Look at this replay, Kels.
Yeah, there was a lot going on there. Great shot by Will Sheets. Almost dunked the rebound by Ren Sheets, and the ball's just kind of going all over the place there. But really fantastic effort. You can tell how much this game means to both teams.
And Calvin Willow did a great job of just fighting in there. He may have nightmares of the Sheets boys tonight, but he worked really hard right there against both of them, and Arlington got the ball as a result.
Sure did.
There they are looking opposite again, and Trenton Haycock unable to score it. Red Sheets on the baseline, goes to his brother Will. Will attacking Calvin Willow, and he scores it. Does a great job again. Body, ball, defender. Ball, body, defender. Keeps the ball safely away so Willow can't block it. Shot by Arlington. Doesn't go, but we have another foul on the rebound. Arlington's going to maintain possession, and that foul is on Hayden Parrott, and that's a big one for Crestview. That's foul number 4 on number 0, Hayden Parrott.
Hayden Parrott averages 10 points a game. He's been really good. So far, only 3 on the night. He's been out a bit with foul trouble, but definitely not a guy you want to lose at this point of the game.
Turnover on the inbound play. Hefner gets it down to the baseline, finds Will Sheets again, looks for his brother, but a nice job by Aiden Cavity to step in front. Arlington in transition. Wide open in the corners. Trenton Haycock at the buzzer, doesn't go. 3 quarters in the book. It's been a fast one. Crestview 40, Arlington 31. High school basketball, you're watching it on WOSN. Check out highlights of tonight's Stolly Hustle Award winner on the WOSN YouTube page. And we will have a Stolly Insurance Hustle Award winner from tonight's game that we'll make a decision on. And that quarter, 40-31, still a 9-point deficit. So after the first quarter, this game has been even Steven. And this game is really moving along, Kels.
It really is. Yeah, you said it right. Second quarter, both teams scored 13 points. Third quarter, both teams scored 8 points, so it's been gridlock. I mean, I think Arlington has come out really strong defensively. Thankfully, Crestview's still been able to keep up with them in terms of scoring points, but their defense has looked a lot better coming into the third quarter there.
And from the floor, that's been the bugaboo from Arlington. 2 for 11 in that quarter, 18%, 1 for 5 from 3, 1 for 1 from the line. Crestview 4 for 8 for 50%, no free throws, and 6 boards, 5 turnovers for the Knights, 3 for Arlington. Again, 2 attacking the ball. That allows Red Sheets to go to the rim, but he takes contact, doesn't score. But a nice offensive rebound and stick back for Putman. And Red Sheets, he may have hurt his side a little bit banging against Willow right there. We're going to have to keep an eye on that.
Yeah, you can't ask for better positioning there from Liam Putman. Get on the other side, get in between the basket and your defender. He was right there for the rebound and was able to put it back up for an easy 2.
Red Sheets with the deflection. Another turnover with that 6'6", number 33 out top again in this 1-3-1. Crestview looking to expand the lead. Sheets unable to take care of it. Liam Putman on the ground, and he saves it, but it's another turnover on Crestview as Trenton Haycock, the glue guy, the tough player, the toughest player on this Arlington squad, comes up with the turnover. He's got the look from the corner. Nothing but cotton for Trenton Haycock, and he is providing a spark here in the early part of the fourth quarter for the Red Devils. Now Arlington in a 1-2-2 half-court trap. They get the ball to the middle, do the Knights. Red Sheets double team. Hefner faces contact, looks to go over the 6'10". Willow here affects the shot, but we're going to have a foul on the ensuing rebound. Kelsey?
Yeah, another fantastic positioning there by Liam Putman. You can see him right there, put him in a position to get the ball and was able to draw the foul. He's doing such a good job of getting underneath the basket, getting to the right spot, and able to produce second chances for this Crestview team.
Trenton Haycock picks up his first personal and the Red Devils' first foul of the fourth quarter. Baseline out of bounds for the Knights. Action down the key line. Hefner kicks it out to Leith. Leith in this game with 3 fouls. And in the corner, Owen Heckler, 3-point specialist, dribbles, kicks it back out to Hefner. Red Sheets at the elbow. Looking to attack Willow, does so. Willow affects the shot, doesn't go. Vermillion with the board. Here come the Red Devils. They've got to cut into this lead sooner than later. Another 3-ball look. Overcooks it, does Trenton Haycock. Here comes Crestview, one and done for Arlington. Hefner with pressure by Haycock. Gets to the elbow. Baseline to Liam Putman. Looks to go over Willow, and he does. Liam Putman having a coming out weekend. 3rd bucket of the second half. 10th point overall. And coming at a great time. Willow again finding the backside of that zone, the 1-3-1, doing damage. Just as important for the pass to be on target as it is for the catch and finish. Great teamwork by Arlington.
Absolutely.
Liam Putman on the baseline finds Red Sheets. He drop steps, and good things happen when you attack the basket. We see it on the Parks Power Equipment replay. And again, Sheets coming up a little bit slow. A lot of contact with his chest. I hope he's okay, but he's going to go to the Carey Insurance free throw line to shoot 2.
Yeah, this will be the first time that Ren's been to the free throw line in the second quarter, or in the second half, I'm sorry. So really want to work on continuing to drive the basket, get contact, draw those fouls, because he's a pretty good free throw shooter. So definitely something that you want to look for with Ren.
Hits the front of the rim and gets it to crawl over for a point. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor. Coach Doug Etzler is going to take that timeout. We'll take one as well. As we said earlier, it's a two-turn rivalry, US 30 Convoy Road and Route 68 for these two teams. And you're watching it on WOSN. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken is our scoreboard sponsor for tonight's game. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Lima, Wapak, Delphos, and St. Mary's. Call Lee's for all your catering needs. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, where home style happens here. Kelsey, I had Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken just last Saturday night before. That was my pregame meal before doing the Shawnee St. John's game on WOSN. Tyler was my server. He did a great job, and in America's Friendly City, there's nothing like Lee's Famous Recipe.
Oh, absolutely not. You can't go wrong with Lee's, that's for sure.
Ren Sheets on the line to shoot the second free throw, and that one goes awry. So we're back at that 9-point deficit, which we have lived with at the quarter breaks of 1, 2, and 3. There's nice ball movement by Arlington, and string music for Drew Metzger from deep. That's his third leading three-point shooter on this Arlington squad at 31%. And Arlington picks up the defensive pressure, and there's going to be a foul committed. Drew Metzger picks up the personal, his second. Or excuse me, that's his third. I'm sorry, Kelsey.
Yep, they picked up the full court pressure there. You can tell 2 threes already in the fourth quarter. They're really trying to pull this one back. We'll see how Crestview responds.
That three makes it a 6-point deficit. Running 2 at Hefner. Hefner's got to make great decisions, but Ren Sheets helps him out by attacking the basket, and we see it on the Parks Power Equipment replay. Hefner to the Ren Sheets, who makes himself available, attacks Willow, hoop in the horn.
Yeah, that was really great there. How many and ones has Ren Sheets had on the night already? I've lost count. That's really fantastic for him to drive into the basket like that. Keep attacking that pressure because Arlington's picking up their offensive efficiency with their outside shooting, so you want to keep going with those inside shots.
Pushes it back to 9. Arlington with the 3 ball from deep. Crestview the 3-point play the old-fashioned way. Nice job right there by Brady Griggs. Gets the ball at the elbow. Turns and burns for 2. That is his first bucket of the second half. Give him 6 on the night. Hefner down the left side. Willow's in there. He's going to shoot it over him, and he's going to drill it. I think that was just a situation where Willow couldn't really get set because he didn't know what Hefner was going to do.
Yep, you're absolutely right. Really nice pop-up shot there by Hefner.
And Drew Metzger returns the favor, and Jason Vermillion's going to take the timeout. 7-point deficit. We'll take it as well on WOSN. Today's instant replay is sponsored by Parks Power Equipment. Let us help you make your yard work a breeze. Kelsey, we've had some great possessions both ways. We've seen a lot of defense tonight, but here in the last 4 or 5 possessions both ways, the offense has been on display.
Yep, you're right. We have a bigger margin between players or I guess the number of players on each team, I should say, scoring. So really good job in passing the ball around, getting more people involved. And just both teams are really stepping it up. They want to win this game.
Ren Sheets with 26 points on the night. He had 27 last night against Bluffton. Arlington extends their defense, and Crestview handles the pressure. Parrott with the ball. Does a nice job of being solid with it. Finds Liam Putman at the elbow. Braxton Lee takes the 3, overcooks it. Arlington with an opportunity. Again, down 7.
I like the thought there with the fast pass out for 3. Unfortunately, it just didn't go in. We saw Arlington do something very similar earlier in the game.
Vermillion with the miss. Who gets the rebound? None other than the senior, number 33, Ren Sheets. 1 and done for Arlington. Leith with the ball. Kicks it back out to Hefner. Ren Sheets open at the free throw line. The Knights have done a great job of getting the ball to the free throw line all night long. Nice defense by Willow. Ren Sheets still goes at him with the left hand. Calvin Willow wins that battle.
Really nice defense. That's exactly what Willow needed to do because there was two on one down there in the basket. He put just enough on Rin Sheets to throw him off, wasn't able to make the pass.
And that's going to be a foul on Braxton Leith. That's his 4th of the game. Jace Vermillion attacking the basket and pressure offense. Good things usually happen, and we see it right there in the form of a foul on the floor by Leith. That's foul number 4. And it looks like right now, Coach Essler, he's going to leave Leith in the game. Well, they're going to call that a shooting foul.
Yeah.
So that's going to put Jace Vermillion at the free throw line, and he's going to cash in right there. He's 4 for 4 on the night now.
Yeah, we have Hayden Parrott and Braxton Leith, 2 big players for this Crestview United team, both with 4 fouls. But in retrospect, Arlington also has 4 fouls in this quarter, so definitely want to keep fouls in mind for both teams here.
You're right. Crestview goes to the free throw line the rest of the game with any fouls committed by the Red Devils. And there is a foul against Drew Metzger. That's his 4th, as we see it on the Parks Power Equipment replay. Just reaches in, gets his hand caught in the cookie jar, and that's going to put Liam Putman at the free throw line. He's 2 for 2 on the night. Just hasn't shot a whole lot of free throws on the year. So good player to foul if you're the Red Devils. But Putman says, you can foul me all day, every day, and twice on Sunday. I'm making them.
Absolutely, yeah. I really like this if I'm Crestview. We have 2.5 minutes left here. We're going to the line every time. I'd say attack right into the post and see if he can get there more often.
Putman with his first miss, but Ren Sheets with the offensive board. Looking to attack, finds the cutting Tommy Hefner. Kisses it on the top of the rim, and it rolls over. Hefner with his 7th and 8th point of the contest pushes the lead back up to 8.
Fantastic run there by Hefner. He went right to the free throw line, stopped, popped it up, an easy basket.
Great bucket by Calvin Willow. Again, growing into his body. We said he's grown 4 inches since last May, and naturally you're just not going to have the coordination as Arlington commits another foul here on the ensuing inbound play.
Yeah, let's see. It looks like, yeah, I don't know if I saw a lot there, but ref probably saw a better view than I did. It looks like he was just dribbling up the line. Looks like coach is having a talk with the ref right now to see what happened there. But regardless, sends Hayden Parrott to the free throw line.
Hayden Parrott at the Carry Insurance free throw line, shooting 2. 57% free throw shooter on the season, and that is good for 3rd on this Crestview squad. That first one looked like a lot better free throw shooter than 57%.
Sure did. Yeah, it's his first point since the first quarter as well, so great to have Hayden back in this game. I know he's been sad a lot because of those fouls, but he's going to make an impact any way he can.
Parrott makes good on both. Pushes the lead back up to 8. Griggs attacking Leith. Leith gets away with the steal. No foul, but Parrott has the ball, loses control, and Coach Doug Etzler gets a timeout to settle things down. We're going to look at it on the Parks Power Equipment replay. Take care of that basketball, young man.
Absolutely, and what a great job by Leith there on the other end of the floor. Got his hand, poked it in there, was able to turn it over. Unfortunately, Crestview couldn't do anything with it, but what an effort by Braxton Leith.
With the timeout, we'll take one as well. Crestview basketball when we return. That flurry of plays right there, Kelsey, that transition, Coach Vermillion felt that his player got fouled down at his end, and then Coach Doug Etzler got the timeout before Crestview possibly had a turnover, baseline out of bounds for the Knights.
Absolutely, yeah. Both teams are giving it their all right now. A lot of effort from both of them. A minute and a half left. Arlington down 8. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, they've got to pick it up, and they are right now, and Coach Doug Etzler's going to take another timeout. We'll keep it right here on this timeout. Again, you talk about the first 4 minutes of the third quarter being very important, the first 4 minutes of the game. And Crestview, they won the first 4 minutes of the game at the beginning of the game, and then here the third quarter. That third quarter was an 8-8 quarter, so pretty much stalemate there.
Right.
I also like to talk about the middle 4 of the season. As you look at a schedule, Kelsey, you know, the beginning of the year, you're excited, and then you at the end of the year, you're looking at momentum going into tournament. But the middle 4, games 10 through 14, You're really trying to establish who you are as far as this is our foundation. This is your role. You're defining roles for everyone on the squad. Now, you're still trying to increase your role as a player,
Yep.
but you have to conform on game night of what is expected of you. We've seen that from both teams tonight.
Absolutely, yeah. I think you talked really well about Crestview. We've both been to quite a few of their games this season, and you can really see the progression with this Crestview team. They're finding what works for them. They're finding their footing. But this Arlington Red Devils team, 11-0 on the season. Last night they went to overtime and brought it back with a score from 10-2. So don't count them out. There's still time left in this game.
Willow out of the game, but Arlington going to stay with zone pressure. Trap on Leith. Hefner gets the ball, attacks it to the left. Putman brings it out. That's a good decision for him. Not his shot behind the arc right there, but he's doubled, and he finds Parrott. The Red Devils, a lot of pressure without fouling. Leith over to Hefner. There's a double team, and there's your foul. Jace Vermillion commits it. That's his first, and as you mentioned earlier, Crestview going to the Carry Insurance free throw line.
Yeah, that's hard. You want to pressure them, but obviously you can't just let them pass the ball around for the rest of the game. So you're going to have to foul them at some point. Just hope that the player misses his free throw so you can get the possession back.
Tommy Hefner at the free throw line for the first time tonight. The leading free throw shooter for this night's squad at 69%. Drills the first one, pushes the lead back to that familiar spread we've seen all night long of 9 points.
Yep, and now we have Calvin Willow back in the game. They're going to look for him to get the board here should the free throw not be made.
Little offensive, defensive substitution for the Red Devils. As you said, Willow comes back into the game, and Hefner makes good on both free throws. 10-point deficit. Jace Vermillion with the basketball. Willow comes up and sets a screen, and we've got a foul on the Knights, and that is going to be on Tommy Hefner. That's his second.
Yeah, you could see Hayden Parrott down there is telling his teammates, just calm down, slow it down. We don't need to foul. You got a minute left in this game. No need to have unnecessarily fouls.
Attacking the rack is none other than Aiden Cavaney, and he scores it with the left hand on the left side. Arlington takes the timeout. We will as well. 57.9 left in the fourth quarter. You're watching high school basketball on WOSN. Check out highlights of tonight's Stolly Hustle Award winner on the WOSN YouTube page. So that foul, I was incorrect. It was not on Tommy Hefner. It was on Red Sheets. But in the ensuing play, Crestview ends up with the basketball. Liam Putman handles it. Crestview breaks the pressure nicely.
A really great job breaking the press there. Get composure of the ball. Almost a turnover there. Thankfully, it's going to stick with Crestview for their sake.
Great effort by Drew Metzger. Gets a hand on it, but unable to reel it in. Great effort, great hustle. And Crestview maintains possession. Metzger again gets a hand on it, but Hayden Parrott controls it, and he's going to be fouled by Brady Griggs. So Hayden Parrott, he's going to go to the Carry Insurance free throw line, and that's where the game is going to be won or lost for the Knights, it looks like, in the last 41 seconds. They put some free throws through the hoop, and they will be able to maintain this lead.
You're absolutely right. Crestview has been shooting really phenomenally at the night. They've made it to the line also a lot of times, which I think has really been the difference of this game. That last pass, or that last play there, Drew Metzger, it was a risky pass up in the air. He almost intercepted that ball, just like in football. It was way up in the air. So risky play, but worked out for Crestview.
Hayden Parrott misses the first one. So Arlington still has life. He drills the second. 3 for 4 from the line for Parrott with 40 seconds to go. Jace Vermillion. Crestview in man-to-man at this point. Vermillion with a push shot from 3. Doesn't go. Red Sheets with the board. Hayden Parrott gets the outlet pass. Vermillion's going to foul him. We're going to walk to the other end where Hayden Parrott, again, has an opportunity with 29.7 to drive some nails.
Yep, he's going to go right back to the line there, hopefully get some more points for the team. But when you're Arlington and driving down the floor there, you don't have much time. You really have to take a shot that might not be the best shot, but you have to. We're running out of time here. So understand why they took the rest 3, but ended up back in Crestview's.
And Jace Vermillion is the leading three-point shooter for Arlington at 42%, the coach's son. That's who you want to have that look. It's
Absolutely.
just that the Crestview defense knew that as well, made it tough on him. Parrott good on the first one, good on the second one from the Carey Insurance free throw line. Here comes Vermillion again. Looking to attack the rack, and no foul by Crestview. He scores it. Coach Vermillion will take the timeout. We'll take it as well. 22.6 left, 60-51 Knights. Our scoreboard sponsor tonight, Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Lima, Wapak, Delphus, and St. Mary's. Call Lee's for all your catering needs. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, where homestyle happens here. Great effort again. Arlington knows they need to score. They get to the rack, they score, they call timeout. But you look up at the score again. What's the deficit? 9 points.
Yep.
We have just lived there all night long, Kelsey Beimer.
Yep, you're right. And yeah, the momentum has switched a little bit here in the second half. Arlington's done a fantastic job. They've had 6 players scoring throughout the quarter. The difference, I think, free throws. Crestview's been to the line 13 times. They've made 10 of them. That's the big difference here in this fourth quarter.
22.6. Now Arlington is full man-to-man, full face guard, making it tough. Hefner gets the inbound pass, and it's going to be a foul immediately by Trenton Haycock, and Tommy Hefner going to go to the free throw line. He is 2 for 2 on the night, the leading free throw shooter for the Knights at 69%. If he makes this first one, you used to pull your guys off the free throw line,
Yeah.
but Crestview only has 2 team fouls. Right now we have an illegal situation because Arlington does not have a player beside Ren Sheets on the block.
Right.
You have to have a player there.
I think that they were waiting for the sub to come in, so
Yeah.
I guess maybe they didn't enforce it too much until it was that
Yeah.
first foul.
And
but
that is what I'm sure
yep.
Official Mark Heminger.
Oh, I think they're talking about it now.
Exactly. That is basically Hefner should get another free throw. You have to have both spots occupied. You can have other spots not occupied,
Right.
but you have to have that one. That's a combination. You know what Coach Vermillion's saying right now as he's talking to the official at halftime? He's saying, why did you give the free throw shooter the ball if the spot wasn't occupied?
Right.
Because that is something the officials are supposed to make sure is occurring. It's a catch-22. The best thing about this right now, Kelsey, it's not a tie game or a 1-point deficit either way. I don't think that's going to have an outcome on the game. But Hefner gets a free throw out of the situation, and he does what you should do as a competitor. He makes Arlington pay.
Yep. You're absolutely right. I can see it both ways, but the rule is the rule. You got to have someone down there. You can see they're waiting for the sub. That's what they were arguing for. But, yeah, the rule's the rule.
Jace Vermillion looks at the 3, doesn't go. Offensive rebound doesn't go. And we're going to have a foul on Liam Putman. Great effort there on the offensive glass by Brady Griggs. But that is only the 3rd team foul on Crestview. Liam Putman picks up his 2nd. So it's going to be under out of bounds. 13 seconds left.
Yep, you're going to look to get this one in quick and a quick shot.
Willow kicks it back out to Cavaney. That's an air ball, but there's Jace Vermillion. He misses it. He and Ren Sheets tangle, and we're going to have a jump ball.
Yep.
And I believe that's going to stay with Arlington with 5.3. No quit in these Red Devils, and that is a staple of Coach Vermillion's squads.
Absolutely.
You're always looking to get better. That's an air ball from 3, and now no foul, and that's going to be your ball game. Final score, Arlington 51, Crestview 62. We'll come back after these messages to share and reveal our Stolly Insurance Hustle Player of the Game. The Knights come away with the victory. Welcome back to Crestview High School in the Ray Etzler Gymnasium, where tonight it's a sweep for the Crestview Knights. They win the JV contest 41-29, and they come away with a victory in the varsity contest 62-51. From the stat side, Arlington shot 38% from the floor, 18 for 48. They were 6 for 24 from 3, 7 for 7, perfect from the free throw line. And they had 14 boards and 9 turnovers. For Crestview, they shot 51% from the floor, 20 for 39, 2 for 6 behind the arc, 78% from the charity stripe. They had 23 boards and 6 turnovers. That takes us to our Stolly Hustle Insurance Award winner. And for that, I'm going to turn it over to the Princess of Positivity, Miss Kelsey Beimer.
Yeah, so me and Dave discussed it, and it was a pretty easy decision. We decided on number 33, Ren Sheets. He's been a fantastic player for the Knights all season. He had 10 twos on the night with 6 of 9 from the free throw line to end with 26 points. He was a threat in the post offensively and defensively. You could really just tell the effort he was playing with all game. So Ren Sheets, fantastic game tonight. He's our Starlight Hustle Award winner.
Congratulations to Ren Sheets, and you're right. Whenever it seemed like Arlington put a dent into the deficit and had an opportunity to get back into this ball game, maybe even take the lead, Ren Sheets made his presence known. Ren Sheets, our Stolly Hustle Award winner tonight. We'll be back with Doug Etzler to talk about the game right after this on WOSN. Back at Crestview here with head coach Doug Etzler. His Knights improved to 10-3 on the season. Coach Etzler, a great victory tonight, a great weekend defeating Bluffton last night in league action. And these two victories, they really revolved around number 33, did they not?
They did. And the last couple games, teams have really bottled Ren up and sent two guys at him. And he's been very patient. And fortunately enough, we've shot the ball extremely well at home the last couple weekends. And he didn't force anything. But we kind of talked to Ren a little bit about we're getting into a part of the season where we're going to play some really, really good teams. Bluffton only having one loss, and that was to Arlington, who was undefeated. And we told Ren that not be selfish, but you need to really attack the basket. And 2 nights in a row, Ren really stepped up for us. And when he does that, that opens everything up for everybody else too.
Coach, you had a great first quarter. You came out of the first quarter ahead 19-10. The second and third quarter were even, and then the fourth quarter was a 22-20. You had to deal with some adversity with your guards getting in foul trouble. You had to be pleased with your players off the bench and just overall how your team compensated.
Yeah, it's been good. We've gotten great contributions off our bench this year. Owen Heckler's been great. Will Sheets has been great. Whenever we've called on them, they've done a great job and stepped in, and we don't miss a beat. And I think that's a matter of them gaining confidence as the season's going on here, feeling comfortable with the role. But, yeah, they played a big role tonight because we got in some really early foul trouble.
Game 13 under your belt. You're into the second half of the season now. You have Allen East next Friday, followed by Fort Recovery and Jefferson. You need to continue to roll, continue this momentum. You have 8 wins in a row.
Yeah, we just continue. What we talk about with our guys is just get a little bit better each day. You know, we're not looking to hit a home run each day in practice, but give us your best effort. We're starting to shorten practice down a little bit because fatigue. We had a stretch before break where we went 5 games in 9 days. We want to keep our guys fresh. We only play 7 guys, so we want to make sure we keep them fresh. But they've done a great job of being really locked in each and every day of practice. They were prepared for Bluffton. That was our main focus. And then today in a 1-hour shoot-around, going against, like I said, a really good Arlington team that presents a zone that we haven't seen,
Correct.
Probably have never seen. And our guys did a good job of paying attention to detail. We really wanted to get it to the middle. That's where the opening was. And we only shot 6 threes. I think their zone kind of takes away your 3, but it also opened it up for Ren. We get the ball to him and have him attack. It's a 6'10" guy back there, but Ren's got 3.5 years under his belt. We trust him when he's going to the basket. He's going to make the right play.
With the win, Crestview moves to 10-3. Arlington experiences their first loss on the season and falls to 11-1. That's going to wrap things up here at Crestview. Again, congratulations to the Knights. Arlington, it doesn't get any easier. They go to Liberty Benton next Friday, followed by Spencerville on Saturday. They're in the middle of their schedule, the juggernaut, the meat. For the WOSN cast and for Athletic Director Austin Fleming, we want to thank you for viewing this contest. Our camera people, Jonathan Young and Megan Sherrick, and our director, Jennifer Beck. And for my color commentator, Kelsey Beimer, I'm Dave Bowen. It's a privilege to bring high school sports to you on WOSN. And until next time, may all of your jumpers hit nothing but the bottom of the net. So long, everybody.